Hey, welcome back. This is our third video about the three most common questions people ask me when a loved one has been arrested. This is really the ultimate question: am I going to go to jail? Well, that really depends. Certain crimes in Louisiana require jail, no matter what happens in your past. Examples for this would be murder. Second-degree murder carries mandatory life. Some cases have mandatory minimum penalties, like armed robbery. Anyone convicted of an armed robbery has a 10-year minimum jail sentence that cannot be put on probation. But outside of that, most cases in Louisiana do allow for some type of probation. This is even drug distribution offenses, theft cases, general property crimes, or even physical altercations that do not result in the use of a weapon causing severe bodily harm can all be probation eligible offenses. And then at that point, it turns to the person's background. So how does this work? The first thing you do is you look at a statute. See if the statute prohibits people from being eligible for probation. For example, second-degree murder has without benefits of probation, parole. So you know that anyone convicted of that will have to do jail time, the entire sentence. Other statutes have a minimum jail time requirement. They may say the first 2 years are without benefit of probation or parole. After that, all other crimes are probation eligible as a general rule. There are certain crimes of violence that, while technically do not have that prohibition in the sentencing schedule, they're eliminated. So that's more of a nuance, but as a general rule, most crimes are eligible for probation. Then we turn to the person's criminal history. If they've been put on probation 2 or 3 times already, then by law, they're not eligible for probation anymore. The most crimes has 2, but for certain drug offenses, they allow you to be on probation. This to be your 3rd felony. So as long as you have a clean record, in most cases, you are eligible for probation. So that's a silver lining. And that's definitely the 3rd most common question that people ask me when a loved one is arrested. If you stay tuned tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you out a little article that I've written that discusses what people do that really destroys their case, like how it makes my job as a defense attorney more difficult and how it increases your chances of going to jail. So there's about 6 little rules I put together that you must be conscious of. Otherwise, you can take a really good case and make it really bad and go to jail. And you'll be looking to get that email tomorrow.